I'm laughing because, Rick, there's never a time where there's this many bodies in the control room.
We've got a few bodies here.
I mean, never. Usually
They're rolling video and everything.
Usually just me. A special in-studio guest this morning, the star of the Rick Mercer Report, and one of the funniest guys I know. Rick, thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here.
Turntable Tuesday today. You and I have something in common. It's our mutual love and respect for Trooper.
Yes.
What is it about that band for you?
Well, Trooper, for starters, would play Newfoundland. They'd play the stadium. Now, I was never old enough to go, but my sister would go to Trooper, and she had the Trooper app. She had Hot Shots and all that. I've just always loved Trooper. I've licensed Raise a Little Hell more times than I think any song. When I was on This Hour's 22 Minutes, the only time a rock band ever appeared in studio on a show was Trooper. They've just always been there. I play them before every one of my live shows. And if you're ever doing an event where they need someone to shut the crowd up and there's no one to do it, just blast Raise a Little Hell. Everyone just starts clapping. It's like it's the go-to Canadian anthem.
There was a campaign for the longest time to get that during the Winter Olympics in Vancouver, that would be the song that they would play when a gold medal was awarded, as opposed to anything else. Raise a Little Hell.
Of course, it never fails. It never fails.
It's Turntable Tuesday today. We always like to kind of go back and remember that first sort of piece of vinyl you bought, or the piece of vinyl that you bought that meant the most to you. You take me back to that time, what the song was and what the vinyl was.
It's funny that you say that first vinyl that means so much to you, because I'm mortally embarrassed because I bought a Phil Collins 45. And I don't like Phil Collins. I pretty well dislike everything about Phil Collins. No offense to Phil Collins, but I just don't like it.
Right.
And the fact that that's a deep secret that I've just revealed. But one that I did buy that was on my own, and I wasn't influenced by my brother or sister because they're both older, so I was heavily influenced by them, was Da 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 by Trio.
Trio, very nice. So one-hit wonder.
Yeah. But the vinyl I think of is like my sister, like she was a big Burton Cummings fan, so I think of that. The first big vinyl I bought that I still have would probably be London Calling, which is like one of my favorite albums of all time, and probably always will be. Yeah.
Now, what was the Phil Collins record? And if I may ask, why would you buy the Phil Collins?
I don't remember. I think I'd hate to say that it was the video I liked, because I remember the bad suit. It was like that "Don't Buy Me Love" or "Can't
Hurry Love."
Can't Hurry Love.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I remember distinctly like the record store that I bought it in and all that business. Yeah. I don't know why.
Did you sneak it out, or did you?
No. I actually paid for it. Yeah. It was the 45.
Okay, now I'm going to Raise a Little Hell is coming up on vinyl from Hot Shots in just a second. When you look at that album cover, Hot Shots, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I can't say because, but I tell you, it's amazing that is not a best of collection.
Yeah, it's right. You're so right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a best of collection. It has bullet holes in it. It was so cool. I mean, Trooper are the seminal cool Canadian band. There's no doubt about it. And I love that I know those guys a little bit because we've crossed paths. And in my mind, of course, that's like crossing paths with the Rolling Stones, because they were just such a huge band. And of course, they're such a great party band, and they're still playing to this day, and I'm sure they'll play until their very last breath.
And we'll get to Raise a Little Hell in just a second, but first, the Rick Mercer Report tonight at 8. Did I see you actually submerged in, what body of water was that?
It was the Pacific. There's a cold snap happening everywhere in the country except for BC. I went there, and then Dr. Popsicle, his name is, put me in the ocean. 6 degrees. You would go hypothermic at 45 minutes, then your arms would stop working and you'd die. But I was wearing this survival suit that can keep you alive 24 hours, or as Dr. Popsicle said, if you have the will to live, probably 48, which made me question whether or not I had the will to live. But then I get rescued by our fine men and women in uniform, the 442 Squadron. They come out of nowhere in a Cormorant helicopter, and then like off in the distance, and then the bird starts churning up the water, and then you see this guy lower out of the helicopter with the big fins on. It was like a James Bond movie, and then he surfs towards you and then puts a thing around your waist and hoists you up into the helicopter. Off you go.
You talk about the will to live. Have you ever feared for your life in all of the things that you've done on the Rick Mercer Report?
No, because I always do it with like people who know what they're doing.
Right, okay.
Like if it was Jerry's House of Helicopter Rescue on the side of the road, like, we'll rescue you for $70. No. So I've jumped out of a plane, but I've done it again with members of the military. Not just some guy on the side of the road who has a plane and a parachute. So, no, I've never really worried about dying.
All right.
but sometimes it's risky things, I guess.
Yes, you do
But-
more of them than I've seen in quite some
Well,
time.
like
yeah.
and certain things make people nervous. Like I've flown with the snowbirds twice, and I love that. People go, "Oh, that could be dangerous," but if you're gonna go,
Might as well be in
might as
Snowbird.
well go like that.
Hopefully it's a flyover at Taylor Field or something. That's that. Rick, before you go, Raise a Little Hell from Trooper and Hot Shots. You look at this album. I know you know the guys. I know the guys. Is super, just the ultimate party band. I open up the Hot Shots album and reveal the pictures of the guys.
Oh yeah,
First thing that comes to your mind?
they've aged well.
They have. Yeah. Brilliantly.
They really have aged well. I just love the fact that they are going to be playing forever. They're playing now somewhere.
Yeah.
Definitely. This weekend, they're playing somewhere.
Roll down the windows. You can hear them. It's Raise a Little Hell on vinyl on Turntable Tuesday. Our special guest, Rick Mercer. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
On a 3-4, it's Trooper.